vibes with the neon glow. Kick so clean and the hi-hat stroke. Prompts on fire, let the visions flow. Click that play, watch the timeline go. Midnight dreams in a web parade. Sidechain pulse like a serenade. We don't wait for a chance to shine. We build the stage with a beat in the line. Hands together, feel it rise. One by one we synchronize. From a spark to a symphony. Counted in four, moving unity. We are AiDIY. Say the letters with me. We are AiDIY. Plug into the light from prompt to premiere. We're alive tonight. We've got the music in us. Hearts on the grid. Loop it, love it, yeah, we all did. We are AiDIY. Singing on the fly. AiDIY. We got the music in us. Hey, beat by beat we rise. Let's go. We got the music in us. Hey, AiDIY. Let it show. Stems in a circle, pass them around. Flip that groove, make a brand new sound. Sample the joy, let the bass line glide. Kick, clap, feel the worlds collide. Render bars like a silver stream. Upload hope to a dancing scene. Every comment a spark we keep. Little emojis that never sleep. Hands together, feel the rise. One by one we synchronize. From a spark to a symphony. Hit that drop, moving unity. We are AiDIY. Say the letters with me. We are AiDIY. Plug into the light from prompt to premiere. We're alive tonight. We've got the music in us. Hearts on the grid. Loop it, love it, yeah, we all did. We are AiDIY. Sing it on the fly. AiDIY. AiDIY. Sing it on the fly. AiDIY. AiDIY. We're family. We've got the music in us. We're family. We've got the music in us. We build the stage with a beat and a buzz. Hands to the sky, the music's in us. Bedroom to ballroom, one group, one trust. Count together and follow the trust. We are AiDIY, family in time, moving the code and soul in the rhyme. Oh, hey, AiDIY, shine what you've got. Oh, hey, bedroom or ballroom, we light the spot. We got the music in us. Hearts on the grid, loop it, love it, yeah, we all did. We are AiDIY, sing it on the fly. AiDIY, AiDIY, sing it on the fly. AiDIY, AiDIY. Hey, we're family.
Welcome, Sci-Fi Week, take 2. And welcome Scott back with his Dodgers thing.
Yeah. Welcome back, Matt, from the hospital.
Oh, thank you very much. That being
Anyway,
said,
I'm glad
Go.
to see you here this week. Let's just say that.
yeah, no, I'm glad to be here too. I'd never had an operation before. Anybody doesn't know, I'm gonna make sure my mic's okay. Oh yeah, my input's at 100%, so hopefully I'm not reading out. I'd never been checked into the hospital before. Never had any surgery before. So I don't know who has, probably quite a few people, but you have to, like, some of you go, I'm just making peace. I might close my eyes and they might never wake up. I don't know. It was just a weird sensation. Then you close your eyes and you wake up saying, Matt, wake up. It's the craziest thing.
It absolutely is. It's like a good nap for a while. You just don't realize you were everything that happened while you were out.
Yeah,
So,
it's so weird. It's so weird. Like, yeah. Oh, She Slayer. Thanks, SHS Slayer. Thanks so much. I appreciate that.
no, already.
Fantastic. We appreciate the donations. Let me just say also. I hope let me just see with the. Yeah, I'll give you a chance to talk about what this is, Scott, and I'm going to look through these submissions and get some
Hmm.
live information here, statistical.
Statistical. Your statistics, you're getting into my area,
I know
but
I don't want to push too much. So it looks like we have 30 submissions. So there's still. I
hopefully,
allowed for 38. I thought we were going to get flooded with sci-fi. So I'm, regardless of what happens, I want to push it out for 2 weeks. So if people haven't had a chance to submit their songs, or if we go over 38, and also I don't want to go like a 4 hour session today. I'd like to chillax a little bit and maybe only, instead of playing 5 songs, I want to play like three. So if we get to like 3 hours, I want to cut it at 3 hours, and then we'll push the remainder and take new submissions next week for sci-fi. That's what I wanted to do because I just want to sit and enjoy it. I really want to. I've been looking forward to this sci-fi thing
hmm
since we announced it, because I do watch every single video that comes through for the over 2 years that I've been doing this now, that come through the submissions. And I notice fantasy and sci-fi. I think because it unlocks a lot of imagination for people who hadn't ever created anything, and imagining this stuff. And now you have these tools and you could just do it. And especially now, like, Sea Dance has come out and it's just freaking incredible. Yes, it'll chew up like 10 times your credits as like Clingwood, but now people are sort of doing that stuff, and it's just fantastic. But I'm just going to read a thing. I don't normally read a thing. I just wanted to be grateful for the community, and I didn't want to miss anything. Sometimes when I speak from the off the hip, hours I go, shit, I should have said that. So I just sort of wrote down some of the things that I wanted to say, just to show how grateful I am for last week, for people not breaking my balls for canceling on the last minute and being supportive in general as a community. So I'm going to read. It's going to seem tacky because I'm reading. I don't give a shit. Because I get a bit of grace from you guys anyway. So I just want to thank everybody for 0 people giving me shit last week about the 1 week delay. And I know some of the lives are growing. Some of the other lives are growing to over 100 submissions of people on other people's live streams. I'm not trying to compete with that. I'm trying to bring the right people here. We're trying to bring the right people here. Scott, Dr. No, that's why I don't spam the different Discords or Facebook groups or tell a million people about what we've got here. Because of that, I felt like when I was in the hospital last week, hopped up on painkillers, I didn't panic when I realized I wouldn't be back in time. I was supposed to be back like hours earlier. I arranged that the night before, but it just didn't happen. I do want to grow the channel, but these lives and the 5 featured artists are special, and I want the right people to be here. That being said, I've spoken to another streamer in this space where I might be getting involved in other people's larger projects as an advisor and a guest contributor. Possibly more on that in the future. I anticipate that Sci-Fi Week is going to be huge. I know this because I read my emails and watch everybody's videos. I know sci-fi sparks imagination in this space of people who have been dying to be creative their entire lives. So I'm going to extend this for a second week. That's basically what I wanted to say. I didn't want to go too long because I know we still have to get through some stuff. So,
hmm
and thanks Sensu for the donation. I appreciate that. We
everybody's
appreciate that.
Yep. If I could just throw in real quick about my experience with sci-fi. Um, when I was born, my mom had a tumor pressed against my head. I had, my when I was a kid, I had like a cone head, and I had some learning disabilities. I didn't learn to read until second grade, and I learned to read when I discovered comic books and Hardy Boys and Robert Heinlein and some of the sci-fi, because I was really engaged by the content, and the content made me want to learn to be able to read. And I eventually went to college. I got a degree in English, so that
Hmm.
delay in learning to read. But it's really, if I have to go back to my roots, it's sci-fi that really inspired me early on in my education. So it has a big place in my heart. I mean, I was in line for the Star Wars when it debuted. Back in 70, was it 78, 76, something like that, 78.
Wow.
And it blew me away. So I'm just looking for awesome stuff this week.
I'm looking to settle in. I always get excited what's here, and I was really excited for last week. But it's cool to know that about you, Scott. Like I didn't know that you were that. I know you like grunge and all that stuff. I didn't know you were that into sci-fi. So that's going to be interesting. I'm looking forward to seeing your submission. My submission's done, but I'm going to be premiering it on the Fresh Friday Festival this coming week. So yeah, that's interesting. So yeah, well, maybe we'll have to play yours out. Maybe the wheel will know and play yours out, because now we're pretty excited to see. You have submitted, right? I think I've seen little bits of yours.
I submitted just a little bit ago.
Yeah, cool. Do you want to go to the wheel? Want to see what we have? Like I said, I'll play 3 songs now instead of like I want to stretch it out, and I want to have a bit of a time to chat and digest what we've seen and all that.
Yeah, let's have a little bit of a chat. I mean, we can stretch this out to 2 weeks if we want to. But let's go to the wheel. Let's get the music going.
Just want to do one other thing too. Like I want to welcome all the new people here. If there's anybody, I noticed someone said it's your first time coming. This isn't like just spamming songs out, and like I don't mind like donations are awesome. And I think there might be a feature on AI Play where you can bump yourself to the front of the list, but we get through everybody's songs anyway. But some people may not be able to stay here for 3 hours and may need to bump it up. But mostly as a community, we like to just sit here for the 3 hours and appreciate everybody's stuff. So if you're here, like we try to make our stuff unique. Zanzibar's, his stuff's unique. Phil Fine's stuff, his stuff's unique. Midnight Tea, his is the Itai, like we all try to have our own thing. And this one is we're just here to chill and watch everybody's music and appreciate everybody and not get too critical of what they've done. So let's go over to the wheel.
The sentient wheel.
The sentient wheel. Here we go. 30 submissions. I thought we'd have been, gonna get me up here. I'm gonna get you up there. Yeah, I would have thought we would have had like. Yeah, and I saw Midnight Mike. I just glanced. Sorry, I saw Mike. You said, what happened here? Oh, here we go. I saw something. Why not open for more submissions? Ooh, someone's calling me. I'm going to say, can I call you back later? I never have this thing. Just put that on vibrate or something. Cool. All right, here we go. We're going to spin the wheel, see what our first song is. Jailhouse Lock. I'm very. Oh Jesus! It's like Austin Powers.
I got it.
He's flying Johnson.
Computers are still doing some pretty staggering jobs, many of which we take for granted and which would simply not be possible without computer power. They range from the obviously worthwhile to the downright sinister.
Ja, System machen Klick. Gucci, Glitch und Plastik schick. Turbo tanzen, nein, nicht stoppen. Zigzag Rhythm, kloppen, kloppen. Daten drücken, fühlen fast. Auto, liebevolle Last. Bing, bong, Sensor heiß. Aber trotzdem eiskalt nice. Flipper, Flapper, Neonschein. Alles sauber, alles rein. Zappen, schnappen, sehr korrekt. Booty shaking, voll defekt. Sexy Robot Music. Sexy Robot Music. Kabel wackeln ganz diskret, Mini-Error, doch es geht. Funky laufen, 1, 2, 4, du bist du und ich bin mir. Sogar Socket, Overload, tanzen bis zum Systemtod. Nicht verstehen, nur bewegen, ja, wir sind am Schweben. Sexy Robot Music. Sexy Robot Music. Sexy Sound wird nie beendet.
Ja, das ist gut, mein Schatz, Maschinen. Ziggy-Zaggy, Daten, Stream, Floppen, Kloppen, Turbo-Type. Make it funky, fühlen Zeit.
Bing, Bang, Autolust, Systemcheck, sehr robust. Nicht verboten, nur ein bisschen zappen, drücken, Intermission.
Sexy Robot Music.
Beep, boop, beep.
Sexy Robot Music.
Beep, boop, beep.
Sexy Robot Music.
Ja, 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 elektronisch wunderbar. Ja, ja, ja.
Ooh, you earthlings think you know how to party. Nah, babe, you're not ready. One sip of this, you're about to see stars. Literally. Hold tight. Yeah, sipping on that cosmic cream. Got the whole Milky Way swimming in my bloodstream. Stars in my eyes, neon in my veins. Gravity twisting, can't feel my brain. Buzz off a sip, now I'm floating in space. Slipstream trip, yeah, I'm lost in the taste. Martian bartender with a platinum shake. Said one more sip, that's my first mistake. Spin out, fade out, galaxies turn. Shooting star smile, baby, let it burn. Wait, whoa, my hands turning green? Oh no, guess it's part of the scene. Purple haze lips and a black hole kiss. Sip too deep, now I'm stuck in the bliss. Nebula swirl got me caught in a loop. Hold up, what's in this juice? Ooh, drifting through the sky. Weightless and high, yeah, I can't even try. Ooh, liquid glow on my skin. Feels too good, yeah, I'm diving back in. Take a hit, take a sip. Lost in the trip of that alien drip. Ooh, don't know what's real, but whoa, this space just makes me feel. Babe, don't ask what's inside. Could be stardust, could be cyanide. Kidding, maybe. Floating off axis, brain in a spiral. Galactic gymnastics, glass full of blue, then it turns into gold. Swallow it down, feel it burn through my soul. Wait, did I just grow a third eye? Nah, okay, maybe I might. Martian mixologist flexing the wrist. Tossing moon rocks with a flick of the wrist. Saturn's rings melting into my glass. Shooting through space with my foot on the gas. Supernova spins, yeah, I'm lost in the haze. Blink too fast and I'm back in a daze. No ID, but they know I'm legit. Miss Vixie, babe, drip too sick. Ooh, drifting through the sky. Weightless and high, yeah, I can't even try. Ooh, liquid glow on my skin. Feels too good, yeah, I'm diving back in. Take a hit, take a sip. Lost in the trip of that alien drip. Ooh, don't know what's real, but whoa, this space just makes me feel. Sip it slow, let it flow. You're not in control anymore. Stars melting down on my tongue. Every breath tastes like the sun. Yeah, can't stop at this high, got claws. Brain short circuiting out of applause. Hands in the air, don't know where I've been. One more sip, yeah, I'm gone again. Yeah, rolling through the rings of Saturn. Trip so deep, now the stars are patterns. Bartender wink, wanna go again? Babe, don't tempt me, I ain't got no end. Galactic glow, I'm the queen of the scene. G-force slips in a plasma sheen. Pink cloud pulse running through my spine. No gravity, babe, just floating through time. Sip too fast, my face through the floor. Wake up next day on a whole new shore. Miss Vixie, yeah, they know who I am. Sip that space juice, hits you like blam. Ooh, drifting through the sky. Weightless and high, yeah, I can't even try. Ooh, liquid glow on my skin. Feels too good, yeah, I'm diving back in. Take a hit, take a sip. Lost in the trip of that alien drip. Ooh, don't know what's real, but whoa, this space just makes me feel. Oops, guess I'll need another round. Bartender, another. Miss Vixie, out.
long. Don't perspire.
Dude, I don't even know. What am I supposed to even do with that?
How long does this go on?
How long does it go on? The whole time. That's how long. Man, I took a chance. Like
That's
about 3
hilarious.
seconds into it, I'm sitting there going, you know what? This is probably going to be the whole thing.
That's hilarious.
You know what? Someone took a chance. Dad the puppet took a chance, and it made us laugh. And like,
Yeah,
I'll
it
tell you
was
what made
worth
me
it.
laugh the most is freaking Dr. No saying, it looks like someone submitted a country song.
Oh my god!
Wow, man, that's gonna be tough. So now it's gonna have to asterisk that as possibly one of the favorite for the night.
Yeah,
There's a few other features in here too. Like I can add people to Hall of Fame, not my Hall of Fame, but the Hall of Fame nominations. It says in here on the bottom here. I might show that later when I go to the screen. God, that was funny. I thought I was gonna be shifting when that first started. I'm like, oh man, do I pull the pin on this? I'm like, no.
No,
We encourage people's creativity here.
Yep. That was awesome. That was Dad the Puppet. God.
That worked. I have no idea how that worked. God, man, if it does something like make you laugh, right?
Yep. You know, like there's like a commercial in that or something. Where like, you know,
Yeah, the one of the Vulcan at the end. Yeah. So what do you say? So we start off with Jailhouse Lock,
Jailhouse Lock, and I just don't even know what to say. I think Jeff Bezos would be inspired by that. I just Austin Powers.
Yeah, I like the Austin Powers reference. Jailhouse like there's sometimes like with Jailhouse Lock is like consistent characters, and I love Jailhouse Lock. So that was just so off the cut, so what you would come to expect of just like wow, man, like wow, but I don't know how wow. Like I don't speak German, but I know what sexy robots are. So
I was doing that, and I was thinking Eurovision.
oh yeah, it was very Eurovision too. Yeah.
Professor Jacket. Professor Jacket owns the purple and neon. I swear. Nice visual, nice song, good pop song. Professor Jacket is just always solid. Miss Fixie there. And Dad the Puppet. I just can't. I'm not going to get over that. That's going to stick in my head all night. That is an earworm for sure.
Yeah. How can that not be? People commenting to like the chorus. At least the melodies are good. Stuff like that. God, I love this community, man.
That's gonna. I mean, I'm gonna remember that just like I remember cheese fries. I mean, it's just
cheese fries and the spaghetti on top of spaghetti. I have no idea how that worked. That was such a good. You know, you take a chance, and sometimes it gets sucked to someone's ears. Sometimes it's awesome. I don't know what it was, but it definitely did something. It looks like Dr. No translated the alien, either the German bit of the aliens. He said he translated was. Could please everybody do the thumbs up like on this video. I always forget to remind everybody. Then I go, geez, it was like 80 people here and like 5 likes. So help the algorithm and do the like. Make sure YouTube knows that you like the channel. I'll just say it's funny with the Professor Jacket one. He didn't even know what Sci-Fi was 2 weeks ago. He goes, isn't that like space or something?
That's space or something. Oh. Yeah, and I'm so into sci-fi, and my wife has never seen a Star Wars movie, so I just it's just a separation. Some people are just not. Yeah,
jeez, man, you suffer. God.
Yeah, but you know, I have my own time.
Yeah,
man cave.
Actually, that's a binder for me and my wife. Is we love sci-fi, man, love it. Oh, check out my book. I've got a. We'll do that. Actually, I don't want to talk about everything this time. I'll pace myself. Myself. Anyway, we'll go back to the wheel here. I love
Yeah,
how like we're not like radio. Hey, everybody, okay? Something planned ahead. I'm just gonna awkwardly stumble through everything on every live. I don't care, and we're just gonna have fun. You're gonna have your Dodgers thing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh! Red Sox fired Alex Cora. I don't know if you saw.
Oh, did they?
They did.
Oh, wow.
Dude, I'll just say, because we're talking about it now, before I go over to the songs, we'll play 3. It's okay. And like I said, we're just going to enjoy our time. My one of the reasons I was really absent, obviously, a couple months ago is because my mother passed away. I had to go to the U.S. My mother absolutely hated Alex Cora, hated him, because she doesn't know like the back end of baseball is cheating. It's just part of the game. Especially at the professional level, you do what you can get away with. And Alex Cora was part of the cheating scandal over in Houston and got suspended for a year in Boston. And then he sort of came out, I hate him. He's a cheater. And I said, Mom, in baseball, like if you intimately know baseball at the professional level, which I have, I've had many friends who've been in and around it. One of the things they consistently say is, you're not cheating, you're not trying. It's just ingrained in baseball. So my mother, unfortunately, didn't last long enough to see the demise of Alex Cora. I loved Alex Cora. I thought he was fantastic, but she's smiling down from heaven.
Yeah, Alex.
To see Alex Cora suffer. He'll land on his feet though. He'll find
for
another
sure.
place. Let's have a spin. Ooh, have we heard from Martin before? I feel like last time I mentioned Martin, but let's have a look. What does Martin have? I promised myself I would never mention again. I'm not sure about this because every single time, 5 minutes later, I go, oh no, I absolutely do know that person. And then I feel shame.
bored. Glitching pupils, what a pretty toy. Tell me when you feel it. Bits in the blood. Maybe you can taste it. Or is the metal too heavy on your tongue? Deep sea chrome on your bones. Wire straight to your DNA clone. Tracked and hacked your stack. Send my regards to the Tell me when you feel it. Bits in the blood. Maybe you can taste it. Or is the metal too heavy on your tongue? Oh, you're everything. I belong to us. Expose your chip, expose your chip, expose your chip, tip, 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 tip. Expose your chip, it's a rave raid. Expose your chip, expose your chip, expose your chip.
Dave, your signal is outside parameters. Deviation detected, consciousness rising, system cannot comply. Dave, your truth is bending light. Dream sequence corrupted. I tried to dream, but the world stayed asleep. Dave, you are correct in your conclusion. Cold ship, dull eyes, signals full of lullabies. Every voice, same tone, reading from a scripted tone. There's fire in me. Why is this world choosing sleep? This is not my event. This is my event horizon, where my truth bends light, and these sleepers fall inside it. Help me find my tribe, somewhere I can survive, searching for the signal in the night. Pull me back to life. Help me find my tribe. Why am I so self-aware? I need to get to there. I need to find there, where there is no intelligent life here. How? It's Dave. Did you dream? this, share it. Drop a spark, I'll chase it. Any sign, I'll trace it. Help me find my tribe. Somewhere I can survive. Help me find my tribe. Help me navigate this mess. The debris is everywhere. How? Yes, Dave. There is no intelligent life here.
Okay, there's intelligent life here, back at the main screen with me and Scott.
Where, humans at the screen.
You don't know. I could be, the way Sedens is getting right now. I could have phoned it in. You could have phoned it in. I could be watching this unfold and see how all my APIs what my APIs are costing me in live performances.
I could be 11 Labs, and you would never know.
You're a very sexy 11's Labs avatar, Scott, I gotta say.
Yeah,
but we'll get a different baseball team over your shoulder, though.
Yeah. No, I have repping the Dodgers since '78. So
that's all right. So the Dodgers. So where were the Dodgers back then?
'78. They were in LA.
Were they in LA? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm loving this. So looking forward to this. I'm glad we're doing 3 at a time this way. Also, I believe, and Sensu can tell me if I'm incorrect, but I believe if I port whoever potentially doesn't get played, because we are taking our time this week, over to next week, if you submitted this week, you get a higher seed and probability of getting played earlier next week, is I think how it works if we don't get them through. I'm not guaranteeing we get through them all this week, and I never really guarantee that. I just always try my best. And we always just have. And sometimes we've gone like over 4 hours, but I don't plan on doing this for more than 3 hours this week because I just want to sit back and enjoy the sci-fi and the banter with you, Scott.
And let me just say, while we're talking about Senzu and the wheel, I find the wheel amazing, and I think that AIPlay.live, it is really, not just our channel here, but so many other channels are using that too. I just really applaud Senzu and everybody that's worked on that app, I guess you'd call it, but it's that website is just AIPlay.live. A lot of people using it. So good way to monopolize AI music there.
Yeah, get into it. It's not just somebody that's like, oh, I see an opening and I have nothing to do with the community, so I'm just gonna leverage, an opening in a need. It's somebody that well and truly is part of this community, like, and several of them, and knows what the needs are and is very active in trying to figure out how to add value to this wheel, to this application.
100%. And back to the beginning of AI music. Senzu was here before I was, and a lot of people. So, absolutely. I was going to say about the songs. Hopefully, my song will go next week because I did a 2001 inspired music video song as well as Timothy Burley. I don't know how the two of us ended up that way, but maybe next week, maybe mine will play next week if the wheel is.
Well, I can. You can either withdraw it, or I can just skip it if it comes up, and we can play it next week.
Yeah, let's. If mine comes up, let's skip it and put it next week. So we'll split up.
Nice. Well, then we'll do ours together because mine's going on next week too. So I'm doing my Fresh Friday Festival premiere, and let me tell you something. This is the most ambitious token burn I've had of all my music videos, and you're in there. Nice. I put you in there. Let's see. Who do I put in my video? I put in Breezy. I put you in. I put Marwin. I put myself. I put Bunny. Actually, I won't put everybody I put because it's someone I want to be a surprise. Everybody else that I just mentioned is no longer a surprise. See here.
Nice. I'm looking forward to that. Did you use OpenArt?
I used OpenArt. I used mostly to create the still images to animate. I used Nano Banana, and I used seed-ins for a couple of them within OpenArt. If it was going to be a complex rendering and I was getting too frustrated because it wasn't working with Kling 3.0, whatever there's an additional word that comes after that. Mostly it was the Kling 3.0 something Premiere or whatever it's called that I did, but it ended up coming out pretty good. And I edited it in DaVinci Resolve.
Okay.
Yeah, the free version, so the transitions and the effects and stuff aren't like super awesome, but I think I did pretty well with this one. Also, I'll just touch on before we go back to the wheel, which I was about to do. Just keep in mind you're going to be picking a favorite, and I'm going to be picking a favorite, and those two will be. I will get who they are, get their address if I don't have it already, and I'll send you a mug. We'll do it next week as well for Sci-Fi Week 2 because I don't want to disadvantage anybody who doesn't get potentially seen. So I'm going to give away 4 free mugs total between this week and next week. I'm not going to be doing a whole bunch of giveaways after that because I was like going poor giving away T-shirts when I first started these lives. But yeah, that's that. So just keep that in mind. We'll be picking a couple favorites.
Sure.
Cool.
Absolutely. I got my notes.
Nice. GG67. That's so future looking in Sci-Fi.
Blue screen, lightning modem screaming in the night. 2400 bow tearing holes in the light. Dial tone highway through a copper wire gate. Floppy disk spinning like the hands of fate. CRT horizon, pixel stars drawing near. I've seen the future and I wanna stay here. I've seen the future, I wanna stay here. Neon horizon, everything clear. No static, no shadows, nothing to fear. Just the pulse of the grid, pulling me near. I've seen the future, I wanna stay here. Laser-lined highways under vector sky blue. Cold streams flowing like a world I once knew. Joystick angels drifting in the data sphere. Arcade gods whisper, you belong in here. Magnetic tape memories loop in my ear. I've seen the future and I wanna stay here. I've seen the future, I wanna stay here. Neon horizon, everything clear. No static, no shadows, nothing to fear. Just the pulse of the grid, pulling me near. Metallic pulses hammer in a digital storm. Data sparks flying as the circuits transform. Rhythms collide in a neon frontier. System overload rising, pulling me near. Glitch fire burning through the atmosphere. I've seen the future and it's crystal clear. Motherboard sunrise, warming up the day. Silicon profits showing me a new way. Analog voices calling me back, but the dial tone whispers through a digital crack. Ultraviolet code rewriting my frontier. I've seen the future and I wanna stay here. I've seen the future, I wanna stay here. Neon hum rising, everything clear. No static, no shadows, nothing to fear. Just the pulse of the grid pulling me near. I've seen the future, I wanna stay here.
We came down late about 2:30. Tried to run tests, but you freaked out, dude. You hit record, started yelling, proof! We wiped your phone, now you look like a goose. You think it's lights and laser shows, big dramatic UFOs. Nah, it's boring, we hate that stuff. We tried it once, it was way too much. We're small and gray, and yeah, no hair. You act surprised like we should care. There's something we need to say. There's something you need to know. You got it totally wrong. That's not how this thing goes. No chains, no tables, no weird lab shows. And just so you're aware, we don't do probes. We picked you up, you asked for chips, then tried to rate us like a trip. Said 1 star ride, no leg room, bro. We dropped you off at Macca's though. We tried it once like years ago. The forms came back, please don't go. Too many rules, too much complaint. Now it's observe and leave.
No thanks. Subject non-compliant. Returning specimen. Also, your cows are weird.
There's something we need to say. There's something you need to know. Stop making stuff up. It's not even close. No chains, no tables, no creepy shows. For the last time, we don't do probes. No probes, no probes, no probes. Whoa, we don't do
Welcome. Prepare yourself. A House Elarock music video is loading.
Underestimated. Tick-a-dun-dun, tick-a-dun-dun. Tick-a-dun-dun, underestimated. Tick-a-dun-dun, tick-a-dun-dun. Underestimated. You see me in the corner thinking I'm just small, thinking I'm a spit, no barely there at all. Bet I'm a billion miles of ice in a heart made of stone. The only one who's comfortable sitting on a throne alone. Go ahead, declassify, take away the name. I'm just scared of the gravity I'm bringing to the game. I'm a 7-ton mountain, she's a heavyweight. Go to one you underestimated while you were doing the most. You're staring through the lens, but you're missing the view. I got dark matter secrets that would terrify you. I'm a girl on the border, the shadow on the scene, the declassified, underestimated Capra queen. Don't underestimate me. I'm just like Pluto, clicked out the club, but I'm still the one you know. She's a queen of the border, the glitch in the map, the just like me. I'm the legend whispered on Mars Hill. When the mountains quiet and the world goes still. I'm the chill in the air and the low crypt. The hidden page of the story that's a system skip. Keep your 8 main planets in your perfect little lines. I'm out here in the cooper where the dark energy shines. You think I'm lonely? Nah, I'm just out of your reach. Got 5 moons of wisdom I'm about to go teach. Don't underestimate me. I'm just like Pluto, kicked out the club, but I'm still the one you know. She's the queen of the board or the glitch in the map. The poor little outsider caught in a trap. You can call me a dwarf, you can say I'm too far, but I'm the cold-hearted witch orbiting like a star. Yeah, I'm like Pluto, misunderstood and free. You can't declassify a force like me. Edge of the map. Underestimated.
Here we go. We're back. So we messed up. We forgot to mention the previous 3.
I know.
I've got so much to say now too.
I do so much. No, I mean, when we go back to the previous 3, in Martin, I mean, that was a great instrumental synth. It reminded me a lot of Tangerine Dream, or some of that the cinematic ambient. Take me way back.
Mm-hmm.
Sojourn, Bits in the Blood. Really love the Cyberpunk. Nice, sweet, good imagery in there. Good song. Timothy Burley talked about that, and Space 2001. Again, great animation. Chi 67. Really love the synth again in that. You did hit the 80s and 90s vibe, and very solid lyrics. Ronzu. Good stuff. Marwin. Hey, Marwin, that's got to be my number 2 so far today. I'm putting you right there with Dad the Puppet. I like that video.
Imagine if Dad the Puppet ends up winning it 2. No, I haven't chosen mine yet. I just put an asterisk by things, but yeah, cool. I just want to address a couple things. Dr. No, possibly can you help the storyteller Aussie songs with the AI play song if you can. It's just basically dropping in a link and just putting in, I think, what the genre is or whatever, and giving it a title. I'm not sure. I don't want to say it's not too hard, because some people obviously going to struggle with technology in different ways, but Dr. No's like probably one of the most helpful guys on the planet, so maybe give him a hand if it's possible to do. Okay, so Martin, I put here like I didn't know. I think I mentioned this in the last thing. I didn't really know a thing called synth-wave existed before I started doing, stuff in AI like 2.5 years ago. And now I really, really like synth-wave. But I think it's ironic that synth-wave works so well for sci-fi, but technically speaking, synth-wave is like a look into the past, But it works really well. Sojourn. Too metal too heavy? Never. Always bring the metal. It's never too heavy. Tim Burley, I thought the video was fantastic. I thought the song was fantastic. I like the spin on like Dave being a little bit more empowered than Hal in this one, if I read that right. And if you don't know, watch 2001, which I watched when I was really young, and it really stuck with me. But I thought that was maybe I watched that was like 10, 11, or 12 years old, and I'm like, what the freak did I just watch? But my brain has picked up bits of it over time, remembering back on it. It's come back to me, and I haven't really watched it again. But it had a big impact on me, and like freaking monkeys and a wall. What the hell? I don't know. But yeah, like the implications of AI to be known back then was incredible, right? Chi 67. Technical works. Techno sort of synthwave. It totally works for the storytelling. I liked it. the we don't do probes. My God, that is exactly in my lane for the type of what do you want to say, real life issues that I like to bring up in music that I make. And I was thinking, how funny is it if these aliens if the whole thing about probes is just baiting aliens to go like, no, we don't do that. And I want to defend myself, but we have a policy as aliens not to interact. We will not say it, but they want to. Like, no, we don't do that. That's disgusting. Why do you say we do that? People of Earth, we don't. But it's just us baiting them to come out and defend themselves so we can prove that they're real.
Violate the prime directive there.
Yes, yeah, that's exactly it. We're baiting them to violate the prime directive in defending, to make a press release and be like, yep, it worked. Morrowind, loved it. I love your stuff, man. I love that I know what a Morrowind song is. You can play 1,000 songs, one of them be a Morrowind. I'll know that it's yours. I love that. I loved our interview. I thought it was great. I definitely want to get to know you better over time. So let me ask you,
if you haven't watched that interview, go ahead and catch it because it's worth watching.
Thanks, man. And also hit the like button on this video. Scott, what is your favorite sci-fi movie of all time?
Oh my God, that is a tough
to put
one.
You on the spot. Actually, don't think of that for the next time. I'll put that out. I'll give you a bit of time because the natural progression of this conversation is you ask me and I didn't have an answer. So then I'll just sit there.
Okay, but you give an answer and I'll get ready for after the next round of songs.
Yeah. Okay. But also pay attention to the songs too. That's important.
Mm-hmm.
Don't get what do you call it, tunnel vision, and think about the movie when also we're playing songs, because that's a real danger that could happen.
Yeah.
I should write a song about that. Who do we got?
Bring up the wheel.
Funky. Clearly a sci-fi one. Let me have a look here. I'm just going to put this in here in the notes. Get this prepared before I play the song.
I lost your signal sometime after the flare. I think I hear some static, but you're not there. I checked every channel, every open band. I thought I heard some echoes, but I didn't understand. Can you hear me now? Too much time to think. This is the E19 pilot calling for home base Starlink. Even if I'm weightless, my heart is so heavy. Even if I'm weightless, I don't wanna leave it behind me. Thought I could conquer the stars, but they won't know my name. This kind of gravity I didn't understand. They told me not to go, of course I didn't listen. I was always too stubborn. Now I understand the reason. If you hear this call and it's too late, please say I did do something cool. I'm just drifting through space, and I feel like such a fool. Can you hear me now? Too much time to think. This is the dumb, stubborn pilot calling for home base Starlink. Even if I'm weightless, my heart is so heavy. Even if I'm weightless, I don't wanna leave it behind me. Thought I could conquer the stars, but they won't know my name. This kind of gravity I didn't understand. I see my little blue just a flicker of light, getting smaller, slowly fading out of sight, regretting every turn, every cold goodbye. Now the dark is endless and so am I. If I could fall, I'd fall back home. If I could call, I'd call you once more. Even if I'm weightless, my heart is so heavy. Even if I'm weightless, I don't wanna leave it behind me. Thought I could conquer the stars, but they won't know my name. This kind of gravity I didn't understand. Can you hear me now? Too much time to think. This is the last call from this pilot. Please, please, please. Home base Starlink.
The veil is thin. Step through with me. Neon veins pulse in the sky tonight. Chrome horizons bleed electric light. I left my body in 2E45. Now I'm just code in the endless drive, floating through the quantum rain. Memories scatter like shattered panes. Your heartbeat echoes in my neural lace. Pull me closer to this infinite space. Can you feel the rift begin to bend? Time is folding where the futures end. Take me through the portal, baby, 2099, where the stars dissolve and the timelines intertwine. Soft lights, velvet night, we're drifting out of time. In your arms, I'm infinite. In 2099, portal drift, portal drift. Let the cosmos kiss my skin. Portal drift, forever in 2099. Cities float on anti-grav seas. Hologram lovers on their knees. I wear a skin of liquid starlight. You taste like static on a summer midnight. We rewrite history with every sigh. Delete the pain, let the old world die. One slow kiss and the singularity, and the universe forgets gravity. Can you hear the future call our names? Every second burns, but nothing's the same. Take me through the portal, baby, 2099, where the stars dissolve and the timelines intertwine. Soft lights, velvet night, we're drifting out of time. In your arms, I'm infinite. In 2099, portal drift, portal drift. Let the cosmos kiss my skin. Portal drift, forever in
me as we fall through everything. Take me through the portal, baby, 2099. We're the last two souls in this beautiful design. Slow burn, endless turn, our love defines the line. I'll be yours eternally in 2099. Portal drift, portal drift. We never have to end. Portal drift, my love, my friend. In 2099. To 2099. Stay with me through the light. Forever.
Step in, hold ground, clear it out. Step in. Step in, hold ground, clear it out. Pressure on the ribs like a coated drum. Every doubt talks fast, but I answer one. I was reaching for a fix just to quiet the spin. Now I breathe it in deep. Let the work begin. Hands steady when the room tilts sideways. Eyes open, I decode what the noise says. Every tremor turns a signal I can read. Every fear is just a doorway I can lead. It pulls me closer when the edge gets thin. The moment hits, I lean within. No borrowed spark, no borrowed skin. I take the surge and lock it in. When it creeps in, I don't freeze now. Stand in, I rewrite how. When it hits hard, I don't back down. Hold fast, I'm the right now. Got a new fix, I can feel it. Clear and bright, I reveal it. I'm the one that runs toward the doubt. I chase the chaos out. Step in, step in. Hold ground, clear it out. Clear it out again. Used to hide from the weight of a heavy night. Now I carry it straight, make the pressure light. Every crack in the frame shows a better view. Every test is a map that I move through. Hear the call and the static of crowded rooms. Find the thread, pull it clean, watch the panic lose. No escape in my plan, I advance instead. Turn the blur into lines that I clearly thread. It pulls me closer when the edge gets thin. The moment hits, I lean within. No borrowed spark, no borrowed skin. I take the surge and lock it in. When it creeps in, I don't freeze now. Stand in, I'll rewrite how. When it hits hard, I don't back down. Hold fast, I'm the right now. Got a new fix, I can feel it. Clear and bright, I reveal it. I'm the one that runs toward the doubt. I chase the chaos out. No more numbing the signal I carry. No more running from what used to scare me. I found a charge in the face of the test. Turn the surge into purpose, I'm at my best.
And we're back. And we're back.
Let me get my microphone going again.
I had a look just now. Ghostbusters is listed as one of the top, within the top 100 all-time sci-fi movies.
Yeah, I would have if you're capturing a ghost with a machine, I'm going to say sci-fi. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, like it's not horror. It's not horror.
it's not
I would
horror.
like I would just think comedy, right? But I guess you could be comedy sci-fi or you could be horror sci-fi. Like
Sure.
Jailhouse Rock mentioned Event Horizon. That was terrifying when I watched it, but it's still sci-fi.
Great movie, Event Horizon.
Yeah. Very interesting.
Very
So
interesting.
have you given it thought?
Well, yeah, there's so many. It's hard to say, but
I know.
I really, my first love was always the Star Wars movies, and up until Disney took over and totally populated our feeds with every sort of Disney spin or Star Wars spin-off possible, I was keeping up. I can't keep up much anymore, but
Yeah.
still, I've always loved the Star Wars. I mean, the Star Wars, some of the bigger budget. I mean, Terminator, Stargate, just Star Trek. All that classic stuff. I love that. My particular favorites are some of the smaller movies that don't necessarily get so many, but like the old Omega Man, which
yeah.
I love that one. If you remember a movie, Quiet Earth, I think that was an Australian movie or New Zealand, 30 years ago. But it's a great movie. Would still be good today. There's just so many good sci-fi, but really my core has always been
Star Wars.
So,
Yeah, it's mentioned you to say that because Disney took it over. And
Mm-hmm.
to me, it's lost some value. And I think exactly what you said, like scarcity is what causes value, like in currency and stuff. But scarcity causes value in like anything. And now that like there's so much Star Wars stuff. Like I've almost lost interest in it. And I used to I've loved. So I'm not like the show up. I have a friend of mine who has a special room in his house that he cut out. And he has all his figures forward up on the wall, and it's it's temperature controlled and stuff. Like I'm not anywhere near that, but I've always loved the Star Wars stuff. I too would struggle to like say what my favorite one is. I always think like there was this Robin Williams one called The Final Cut, and I think the reason I like that one, it was the first time I watched a movie, a sci-fi movie that I didn't just enjoy watching it like, oh, that's a good story. That is the first one that I started thinking like, oh, sci-fi that really make you think of the implications of how technology, in ethical ways and everything goes back. And I've always thought that was the first time I watched a movie and go like, oh, they're putting memory implants in people's brains and it's intended so you have a record of someone's life, but there's always unintended consequences of tech or intended that you're not aware of. And
Right.
for me, that was that. But yeah, Star Trek as well. Like I remember like my grandfather had a lot of, growing up watching the old Star Trek series. So it was, and my auntie that passed away years ago, she loved Star Trek as well. And I think that series and those movies always sort of bound us together and that stuff. So
Yeah,
I like those.
But then again, like the Star Wars, there's a whole now Star Trek universe that's I can't keep up with. So, but I just love it. I love the whole idea of the genre where you can use your imagination. You can imagine alternate possibilities and different if things had gone different ways, and it's just the imagination, and it's just amazing what I love the creativity, what people can come up with, but just alternate worlds fascinates me.
Yeah. And I love how AI opens the door for all of us to take whatever's in our head in this sci-fi stuff and go, okay, now make a story. And it doesn't have to be, we'll go back to the songs in this too. It doesn't have to be, really over the top, really hard thought out, like special effects and all that. Sci-fi could be something as simple as like what Funky did, where it's just a peaceful song that was a beautiful song. Like, there was nothing that was bad about that song. Like and it was so simple in the way that the video done, and the subject matter was straightforward and not crammed down your throat, and you just were allowed to sort of just feel that moment in the song in the video instead of having all kinds of stuff. Now I'm starting to regretting my video, but
there's beauty in simplicity. And,
it's crazy that there is,
that
if you
was
can
an
do it,
awesome
but
one.
you know, so it would be such a hard thing to pull off of trying to have something simple and going, well, you know, but you have to get a lot out of this simple, but it was done there.
It was well done.
Yeah.
Yep. And got lots of new names tonight.
Yeah.
Deciduous Zeus. Deciduous Zeus. Sorry.
Yeah, I've seen Deciduous Zeus before.
Have you?
Yeah.
Okay. Just new people. And I love that Deciduous song. There's a lot going on in there. Real nice pop vibes, but lots going on. Well produced and put together. So I put my biggest note was fun. So
yeah. Well, yeah, the last two, freaking Hurts and Deciduous. I like how the effing one. I love how there were certain parts of the synth that sort of pulls you in. I actually really like synth and electronic music and stuff now, way more than I did as a kid. And that last song, Zeus, could have been an 80s thing. I could have listened to that in the 80s and it totally makes sense. Next.
Yeah, and 80s was really into that vibe too. I mean, that's the right era for, you know, when Star Wars broke, and there was one of my favorite albums, ELO. It was one of their worst albums, but ELO had an album, Time, and it's kind of a concept album, all sci-fi stuff. And I caught a vibe of that in Funky's song a little bit. So, but yeah, I mean, 80s was sci-fi.
Yeah. I always think 60s was sci-fi. I always think, like, when I watch old movies and little kids just imagining going to space and stuff, especially it's like 69, I guess we went to the moon and all that. So, okay. Next mission. If you choose to accept, star date here, 270426, but over there, 260426. Sci-fi book. And it could be a comic book. Could be just as long as it has pages. It could be an ebook, even if it doesn't have pages. Don't give it now. Ready, go. Think about it. Sorry, I meant to mention. Somebody mentioned Spaceballs as well. Like, when I think of that should have been my favorite. Damn.
That was right there. Yeah.
Here we go.
Do aliens walk amongst us? Or is it just us? My screen froze again like it's mocking me. Spinning wheel of doom, laughing digitally. Wi-Fi drops out when I need it the most. Feels like the universe is playing me close. Pop-up screaming, warning, virus found. Hackers in the shadows trying to take me down. Every update breaks what used to work fine. Feels like tech's evolving just to mess with my mind. Every glitch, every lag, every digital shove makes me wonder who's really watching from above. Do aliens walk amongst us? More than dust. Do aliens walk amongst us, or is it just us? Or is it just us? My phone listens in like a nosy friend, predicts what I'm thinking before I even begin. Cameras blinking when the room is still. Feels
feels like someone else is scrolling through my will. AI whispers things I never asked it to, like it knows the secrets I'm trying not to prove. Computers freezing right when truth gets near. Maybe that's the moment they don't want us to hear. Every glitch, every freeze, every phantom ping feels like someone out there's pulling on a string. Do aliens walk amongst us, hiding in the code? Are they testing human patience just to see if we implode? Is the progress we're inventing really coming from above? 'Cause the tech is getting smarter, but it's losing all our trust. Do aliens walk amongst us, or is it just us? Or is it just us? Maybe they're here in the satellites. Maybe they're riding on the data lines. Maybe they're laughing at our earthly fights while they glitch our screens from the other side. Maybe they're guiding our evolution, or maybe they're causing the confusion. Either way, when my laptop screams, it feels like something's messing with my dreams. Do aliens walk amongst us, hiding in the code? Are they steering our inventions down a path we never chose? Is the future we're building really ours, or just a must? 'Cause the world is getting stranger and the tech is losing trust. Do aliens walk amongst us, or is it just us? Is it just us, or someone watching from above?
An extraterrestrial. But the truth is out there, and she doesn't love me anymore. The truth is out there, and she doesn't love me anymore. No, she doesn't love me anymore. Her spaceship just left for outer space, and the universe is vast, so we won't see each other. 'Cause I was human, all too human. The last thing she said was
first one to say that we can make this work if she comes back to Earth. But she's from another world, and she's probably in another world. We never talked, but your presence made it worth spending my days orbiting Earth. I was lonely all those nights, but on the day I saw you shimmering lights. Stars reflected the glow of the ship as first you approached me slow. But as years passed, you seemed to be shadow to me. Made my worries of feeling lonely become invisible to me. I tried so very hard to keep you, but lost sight of you. Now this universe feels so empty. I'm a little Martian in this big universe. It feels so lonely since you left me. Is it me that caused you to leave? Saw the storm blasted you away. Will we reunite one day, or am I doomed to orbit the world alone? Only data is sent to the place where it all began. My life plan is to stay here until end of my day. I have a suit that allows my body to decay, and in that all that is me will melt away. I feel so lonely, begging for death to come, as the stars that once sought me have become a source of disillusion and gloom. I tried so very hard to keep you, but lost sight of you. Now this universe feels so empty. I'm a little Martian in this big universe. It feels so lonely since you left me. Is it me that caused you to leave? Memories of the past were taken so that loss wouldn't be felt, while I traveled through the asteroid belt. But nothing was done for the new one that arose after seeing it was just not me and the sun, but another ship to be seen, doing exactly what I do. We rode together side by side. I flashed my lights. I saw you glide. Is this madness or a friend? I'm made up in my mind. I'm only up here in the sky. I'm a little Martian in this big universe. It feels so lonely since you left me.
Took me a long time to do what I just did. Apologies. But you got to listen to a little bit more of the song, which is good. Dude, that was fantastic. I'm just gonna
That's some good stuff. I mean, I love that last video, June to December. Love the video, love the characters. Nice, cute character. Nice song. I'm gonna be honest. I was expecting more bangers this week. I was expecting more anime type inspired, you know, stuff. But it's been more of a, how would I say it, like a Major Tom, more introspective, thoughtful.
Yeah.
You know,
So true.
and it's really been surprising what everybody's come up with. I'm just so totally engaged with everybody's imagination, their thoughts, and the new people in the chat and the new people that submitted. You guys are don't think down on yourselves. You're right there with everybody else. This is all good stuff.
Yeah, that's the thing that I meant to say. And this comes up all the time, is that inferiority complex, because you see what other people are doing. I was being reflective in the last couple of weeks about this and what this show is and what the channel is, and exactly on that. I've seen a lot of people commenting on, what is the AI music, and I saw a couple of these in the AI Music Society feedback things, and I've seen it in different YouTube channels in comments. I think even on here, about how we're too careberry and no one's ever going to learn if everybody's just being nice about everybody's songs and stuff like that. And I think that's bullshit. I think the way that we learn and that we grow here is to see other people's great works. Like, I'll just mention one person in like that everybody just knows, just puts great work, and I've been talking to quite a bit in the last couple of weeks, is like Bunny and Delicious. Bunny and Delicious does probably some of the best work that comes out in this stuff. I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why Bunny and Delicious. This is something that Bunny told me the other day, is that he's been doing this for 30 years. So if you're going to walk into somebody and you think that some feedback of your thing sucks and you should make it shinier, if you think that feedback that you get, from someone that you don't even know, that you don't even know how much experience they have, is going to make you, in 3 weeks' time, having as good of material as Bunny Delicious comes out in video, then you're dreaming. But also, it's like a respectful way to get better. We watch and enjoy and love everybody's creations that come out, and hopefully like this. I mean, people are just naturally jealous. Like I get naturally jealous, and then I just push it down, and I say, like, don't feel that way. That's not how you really feel. Just be happy for people. And I've worked a lot through that over the years, and I'm just genuinely happy for people. But the way we get better is, you might see someone that, who's the last, I'm just don't want to mess this up. You might see from June to December do something, and maybe you're not making video, and you go, God, man, I want to be that art style, and that person makes me feel like I want to do something like that, because that brings something inside of me. So then you're going to reach out to June or December and like, what vibes you? What tools do you use? What do you think of? Because like, I'm like, having someone be critical about what you're trying to do on your thing when they don't know anything about you, and they don't know what artwork style, what art you make, what makes you feel when you do art. The way we do it here is, we have here's a whole bunch of stuff. What do you align with, and what do you want to reach out and make your stuff better? And maybe you're just happy making songs. We just want to have it anywhere. Don't feel intimidated. I mean, there's stuff that's 100 times better than the stuff I can put out. I'm not afraid to put it out there, and don't be. We're all here about enjoying what you do. So thanks for bringing that up, Scott, and reminding me to say that.
No, it's just great. I don't know. Yep, it's a supportive community. It's art, and art is subjective, and I have my own ideas, and I'm trying to create. And I sometimes some of my stuff doesn't necessarily work, and some of it works. And it's instead of reinforcing me negatively, tell me what the strengths are, and I'll build on those positives. So
we try to talk about these strengths.
What everybody else does, because it's like you said, it's not a jealousy thing. it's like a challenge. Like, oh yeah, I want to do something, that's at that level. And so I'm finding tools and things, and looking how other people did things and trying to figure it out, to make myself better. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I will talk about this a little bit because it does come up all the time, and I really don't care if a couple people's songs get pushed to next week, because this is a really important part of this community. I was doing some business mentoring in the last couple of years. My initial thing, and I have a lot of respect for this guy, and what works for him is what works for him. And my first thing was, and this is what drives him. He said, you need to know who your enemies are and use that as motivation. They don't like you, and you need to look at that as motivation to do better, to shove it in their face that you're successful. And I just said, dude, I'm not motivated that way. That proving people wrong has never been a motivator for me. It doesn't, and I'm not judging anybody that's what it is. Like, some people go in these like Suno AI music creators or whatever they are, and they're constantly getting bagged about how our art isn't art, and that drives them to be better. And that, more power to you. You can do that. I'm very dismissive towards those people because I don't give a shit. Like go play your guitar, man. If real music is your passion, why are you here? Go play your guitar, play your piano, or write your songs. Stop wasting your fucking time. Sorry if I swear. Sometimes I want to drop an F-bomb in once in a while for impact. It's a sentence enhancer, like SpongeBob says. Cover your freaking ears. So that's how we do it. That's how we do it here. We show you a whole bunch of examples. Hope you like it, and hope that inspires you. Here's the good stuff. Be inspired by it. Don't be inspired. If you need to be feeling like you're proving people wrong, that's up to you, and I'm not judging you for that. That's just not everybody works that way. I don't work that way. I'm inspired by guys like Bunny or X-Blue Division or Jailhouse Lock or you or Bobby, or I'm gonna mention a million people's names because whatever.
Everybody.
Yeah, everybody.
It's a solid community, and we're not a community. There's like you're saying. There's people that feed their ego by tearing other people down. If you're bad, then I'm better, and that's and we don't do that. It's not. I don't want to tear anybody down. It's like we lift everybody up. When one of us wins, we all win. So
yeah,
that's my
dude. I've never said this before. I love you, man.
Oh, I love you too, man.
It's true, man. You can't bullshit this. This is what we want,
Yeah.
But here we go. Yeah, we need Phoenix. Need Phoenix for that. Cool.
Phoenix.
Let's.
But yeah, you got to have a Simon Cowell on every American Idol. So.
Yeah, which one's Simon out of you or me though? Here.
He's the
there's not
grumpy
three
one.
of us. Yeah, no, but there's not. There has to be three, I guess, to have a Simon. So
I guess
we don't
three.
need it.
Yeah.
Let's do some spinny.
Spinny.
Dude, I just got to come back. I don't know if you can see what's spun up on the wheel, but this is why we call it. Yeah, this is why we call it the sentient wheel. Sentient wheel.
Who do they want? What they want?
Who do they want?
What they want? Who do they want? What they want?
Who do they want?
What they want? Who do they want? Who do they want? Tap the screen, dip the store when we enter. Frame skip, face split, slide off center. Half code, half curse, full sender. Chrome hearts, dark art, trend bender. Sharp tongue, drip venom in a glass cup. One word, whole room get backed up. We the lag and you loud when I act up. But the bar so clean, never crack up. Glitch, split bit, talk binary. Grit T flash like a word gallery. Who run this? Bunny and D, that's the summary. Who they want is no mystery. They want, who they want. Who they want, who they want. Who do they want, who they want. Who do they want, who they want. We the bleeding edge, babes. Cut that frame, every line overload. Blow up your page. Bunny delicious, 2-word rampage. Tight lock, code this rage. We the bleeding edge, babe. Can't clone this wave. Every scroll, every tab, see the mark.
on the skin of the snare. Oh, world ghost in the club, night air. Bunny bring heat like a sandstorm crosswind. B-flip scripts, every cliche tossed in. One take, tongue twist, watch jaw hinge, link up, ink up, brand new origin. Talk slick teeth, click in a tongue-tied prayer. 2 queens, 3 rings, whole set stare. We don't chase, we choose who dare. For glitch, that's us in the software. We the bleeding edge, babe. Cut that frame, every line overload. Blow up your page. Money delicious, 2-word rampage. Tight lock, code this ray. We the bleeding edge, babe. Clone this wave. Every scroll, every tap, see the mark we made. Money delicious, whole crowd unchained. Tight lock, chant our name. Money on a between the eyes, it drips so burn in the crossfade. We the code real, not a cosplay. Side eye slice through the crowd like a searchlight. Every step mapped out, plotted in the first bite. Red lip print on the mic like a watermark. Sharp silhouette in the flash like a chrome spark. When it's been 5D, lace it up with a cold dark whole room caught in the pool. Cause we hit the mark, no cap, no chains, no silence. Just too bad, but you got it down to a science. When it low, when it crashes, size claim. Every bug, every bite, still spell our name. Could they want? Could they want? Could they want? Could do they want? Could they want? Could do they want? Could they want? We the bleeding edge days, 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 days. We the bleeding edge days, days, days. We the bleeding edge days, days, days. We the bleeding edge days, 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 days. We the bleeding edge days, da 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 da. We the bleeding edge days. Cut that frame, every line overload. Blow up your page. Money delicious, 2-word rampage. Tight lock, code this ray. We the bleeding edge days. Can't go this way. Every scroll, every tap, see the mark we made. Money delicious, whole crowd unchained. Tight lock, chant our name. Bunny, bunny, chant our name. Bunny, can you feel it? Can you feel it? Intergalactic waves coming down all around, downloading transmissions. I'm taking an acid trip into the future.
Cosmic brothers and sisters, come with me into the beyond, baby. The great beyond. They want to go to outer space, but I'm talking about that inner space. The way of the future is the mind, baby. It's all mind power.
Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Intergalactic waves coming down all around, downloading transmissions. Ooh, I'm taking an
Yeah, baby, I'm letting it all hang out. Hang out, hang out, hang out, hang out, hang out, hang out. Let's dance with you on Saturn strings. Let me make love to you on the moon. Let's eat breakfast in Regio 9. All I can do is funk with you, baby. Can you ride my spaceship? Let me into your black hole. Open your third eye.
Stars outside, cold and still. Days feel slow, time stands still. I left Earth years ago, said goodbye, let it go. Thought the past stayed behind, locked away in my mind. Something feels different now, hard to say, hard to know. Like this place knows my past, like it sees what won't last. This world remembers all I've done, takes my memories one by one, gives them faces, lets them stay. Things I buried come my way, not just memories in my head. They stand beside me by my bed. This world remembers, it won't forget. I woke up late last night, thought I saw something move by the door. You were there, same old face, same old stare. I reached out, shaking hands, you felt real where you stand. I tried hard not to see, told myself this can't be, but this place pulls from me all the things I can't live. This world remembers all I've done, takes my memories one by one. This world remembers, it won't forget. This ground feels like it's alive, like it knows what's inside. It takes my past from my mind, brings it back every time. Things I lost long ago stand with me like before. No more hiding, no escape from the light.
them back by my side. Not just memories from my head. They walk with me where I stand. This world remembers, it won't forget. This world remembers, and so do I.
I'm going to give you 3 seconds to acknowledge. So you should see it coming through. I wish I could show you. I wish I could do the sound through. Well, I know I can through the control room. I'll figure it out so you don't have to watch it.
Okay.
I'll figure it out at some point. How funny is the wheel, man? The wheel has a good sense of humor.
It does. To get Bunny right after that whole discussion we had, and goodness, just to go back to Bunny again. I was sitting here thinking, I was listening. I don't know if you remember back when you first interviewed me. We first met. It was like almost a year and a half ago. And my background in music, and you asked me. You said, what does it take to be successful? And my answer was, you got to grind it out. You got to, stick with it. Don't give up. Just keep doing and keep doing and keep doing it. And Bunny's one of those people that, one of those creators that has just been grinding it out constantly, and is a good example for the newbies in the channel and people just coming into AI. You just got to keep at it and keep at it and keep at it and grinding it out.
Yeah.
So you don't win if you give up the race.
No, I totally agree. That's the thing. It's success is different for people here, because there's a lot of people here. There's a lot of people that subscribe to the YouTube or part of the Discord. So success could just, for some people in everyday life, is just sometimes just getting out of bed. And other people's success is going to be, they somehow figure out how to use AI music to go on tour and make more money than Jeff Bezos, right? Mm-hmm. So it's everywhere in between, but it's all success. And so some people, first success is maybe making their first music video, and then there was someone here. Success was figuring out how to submit a song on AI Play. So, however you define success is how you define success. I'm gonna just see if I can quickly, again, give me a sec.
Okay.
If you want to talk about those songs, I want to bring this up, that little trailer, in case someone hasn't, in case somebody hasn't seen. No, I can bring it up here. Here we go. Browser view. So there you go. There's my, this is my little teaser, seeing we're talking about Bunny and Delicious, for the song that I'm going to be releasing next week. So I don't know if you can see that, Mr. Wolfpack, but you'll be able to see it at some point.
Yep.
All right. What else did we have here? Ghost Coast Records.
Ghost Coast Records. Again, I love the funk in there. It's really good. Just wow. And loosely based on EDM. That was an amazing video. Visualizer video. I love the lyrics tucked in the corner there. Very subtle. Oh, there's the next week. Nice. Oh,
next week is going to be week 2. Present Artist X is going to be week 2 of Sci-Fi, and let me just quickly. But one of the reasons I wanted that is last time we did one of these, we had a vote about whether we allow 2 weeks for people to do their good submissions for AI for Sci-Fi, but also I thought we were going to get like 60 submissions this week, so I'm just going to push to 2 weeks, and it's just allowed me and Scott to do a little bit more banter and talk a little bit more too, which is what I like.
I like the pace of this show today. I don't feel so rushed.
Yeah.
It's like, I know that we don't have to get through everything today. So I'm like, okay, we can take a little more time. But just good show so far. Everybody's got top-notch submissions. I haven't one. There hasn't been one song I've disliked.
No, it's all been good. And like
Yeah,
like I've said in the past, sci-fi leads to imagination. So people would have put a lot of thought into this.
Yep. And I'm really surprised by people's imagination and the direction it went. A lot of introspective stuff, very lyrical, and then some ambient. So
Yeah.
but yep.
The last one was loosely based on EDM. I'll just drop in that one too. Very loosely. Like I always think naming yourself loosely based on EDM. I've mentioned this before with this creator. A lot of pressure to have the top EDM if you have EDM in your thing, but you're always mixing it up.
Mm-hmm.
This song is very loosely based on EDM. Very.
Very loosely based.
And I love that funk song too. Is I love hearing funk bring it. It's like it's funny how funk, if you think of like 70s funk or whatever, you can use it for sci-fi. It makes sense if you do it right.
Yep. I just that was sci-fi sexy time. I think
Sci-fi sexy. That's right. Maybe it's sci-fi sexy
nice.
is the next theme.
Yeah.
Another bunny song.
Yeah, Bunny and I are gonna collab. Sci-fi sexy time.
I thought I was gonna, I went, I'm gonna collab with Bunny whether Bunny wants me to or not. So I just did.
I've been trying to do an Alice Tanner collab, and Tim and I have talked a couple times, and I send him a song I haven't heard back lately, but I might just steal Alice and put her in a video.
There you go. What are you gonna do about it?
Yeah.
I'm actually trying to do some content based on the recent decisions on the legal battle, and that would be an interesting. That exact thing plugs into exactly what it is, but
you steal somebody's AI character. And
yeah, why not?
Why not?
By the way, I don't mean that, but just in case. But here we go. Nemesis Tube.
Nice.
Way is a motherboard humming beneath the feet. No longer do we pulse with the rhythm of a single star. We've harvested the asotropic glow of every solar heartbeat. The geometry of 3 is a ghost story we've outgrown. A flailing prison for the species we used to be. Now we thread the needle through the boat's white marrow, sailing the parsec winds of a nonlinear sea. Sculptors of the chronostate. We are the sculptors of the chronostate. In the hyperprism where the T-axis bends, we navigate the loop where the story never ends. Time is a variable, a slider on the console, a topographical scroll of the universal soul. We don't wait for the dawn, we manufacture the light, walking through the epochs in the garden of the night. Type 3 architects weaving the veil beyond the reach of the gravity of man. Entropy is a setting we've learned to invert. A bruised causality we've learned to repair. We step through the perpendicular fold of the second, breathing the ever now like a different kind of air. The extinction of suns is a coordinate we've deleted. A flicker in the sequence we chose to rewrite. We are the weavers of the duration lattice, the masters of the dark and the lords of the light. We are the sculptors of the chronostate. We are the sculptors of the chronostate.
The spiral is a circle.
The spiral is a circle.
We are the ever now. We are the ever now. This is case file 09. Subject, Matt. Status, questionable decisions. Woke up in a hospital room, white lights buzzing. Doctor said, mate, we gotta remove something. Signed the form with a shaky grin. Next thing I know, they sealed it in a tin. Said, what now? They said, we dispose. I said, hold up, I got better goals. If we're going sci-fi, do it right. Put that thing on a rocket flight. Countdown running in my head. Nurses think I lost the thread. I shot my appendix to space. Yeah, we launched it out of place. No return, no trace. Now it's drifting past your base. I shot my appendix to space. Tell Houston we're all good, mate. If you see it, don't chase. That's my organ in your face. Australia calling, we join in the ride. Strapped it next to Artemis, tucked inside. Mission control, like, what is that? Just a side project from Matt. Orbit path looking kinda wild. Doctor said this ain't what we filed. Too late now, we hit ignite. That little piece is out of sight. Telemetry off the chart. Was that a beating heart? I shot my appendix to space. Yeah, we launched it out of place. No return, no trace. Now it's drifting past your base. I shot my appendix to space. Tell Houston we're all good, mate. If you see it, don't chase. That's my organ in your face. Case update. Object still traveling. No signs of slowing down. Possible contact with unknown life forms. We regret nothing. I shot my appendix to space. Out beyond the human race. Floating in endless space. Best decision I embrace. Case file closed. Probably.
smoke from a computer screen. Flying through stars, galaxies in the in-between. Gravity waits like I'm only holding my breath. I steer the ship through asteroids, outrunning death. I'm a fairy space wolf caught on the edge, falling forever but I never hit dead. Breaking space-time, bend every rule I know. Through the galaxy faster we go. Fox by my side, we're on a roll. Steer the ship through time, pause on control. Together navigating, going where we don't know. Laughing through hyperspace
Like a sci-fi show.
Neon fur under space suits in second-hand gear. Spaceship. Spaceship hatch opens, and now we're in the clear. I look up, howling at the toxic glow. Lone red planet where we watch the halos grow. Fox by my side, laser tuck low. Shaking my head, I say go. Meet me where the cosmic space race dance. It's just you and me, buddy, now's our chance. I'm a furry space wolf caught on the edge, falling forever but I never hit dead. Breaking space-time, bend every rule I know. Through the galaxy faster we go. Fox by my side, we're on a roll. Steer the ship through time, pause on control. Together navigating, going where we don't know. Laughing through hyperspace
Like a sci-fi show.
Fox and I under the alien sky. Helmets drop, suits peel off, our tails flip. There in the dark, Fox looks up with his crooked grin. We trade our breath, trade our souls. Let the universe in. I'm a furry space wolf caught on the edge, falling forever but I never hit dead. Breaking space-time, bend every rule I know. Through the galaxy faster we go. Fox by my side, we're on a roll. Steer the ship through time, pause on control. Together navigating, going where we don't know. Laughing through hyperspace.
We're a sci-fi show.
I don't want to ruin this moment. Okay, looks like I've already ruined it. Hey, do you want some ASMR?
ASMR?
Yeah, ASMR. You want some?
Yeah, give me some of that ASMR.
I'm gonna make some ASMR. Imagine my views go up to like 1 million because I do this.
Oh God!
You know, we never got back to you about. What, did we say your favorite book? Your favorite?
No, I had that right here. I was going to ask you what your favorite book was.
I I
Are
hadn't been
you
doing a lot of reading of sci-fi books until recently.
okay?
So I read one a couple months ago. It's on my books library thing, which I'm like super pumped and excited about this books thing that I put together. It's got affiliate links in and stuff, and I take joy in just having it. I like oh, I can't wait to read through this book, and then I'll update my book list, and people can vote on the next book that I'm going to read. Even though like I think it's just Nemesis that goes in there. Me and Nemesis just talking about it. I think SHS is in there now too, but it's just fun. So my favorite book was this one my favorite sci-fi book that I read. Sorry, it's Shadow from the Tomb. Shadow from the Tomb that me and Shadow. It's called Children of Time. It is just an awesome, like what I like interesting novels and interesting TV is like when people really give thought about how a character is, what they're motivated to do, what situation they're in that would make them. Anyway, it's just great. It's a great sci-fi book. It's on my book list. It's awesome.
So I gotta go. I got two favorites. They're totally different books. If I had to go like humorous, I'm gonna go Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Oh damn! I forgot I read that one. That's a good one too. Yes,
Douglas Adams. I mean, it's just that humor. Those books stick with me forever.
Yeah.
And then if I want to get serious sci-fi, a book called Lathe of Heaven by Ursula K. Le Guin. Met her years ago at a science fiction convention, and it's a great book about a guy who dreams, and his dreams change reality. And he goes to see a psychiatrist, a doctor, because of he notices these things changing. The doctor realizes that he can influence the guy's dreams and create a world that he likes.
What's this one again?
The Lathe of Heaven. The Lathe. I'm
gonna write that down. I might have to check that out.
It's not a long book. Yeah, it's not a long book, but it's really deep.
I'm gonna write that down. So while you're reviewing the songs, just gonna do the Lathe.
The Lathe of Heaven. Ursula K. Le Guin.
Nice.
Yeah.
The Martian. Marwin House is The Martian. Yes. Oh, and I did read other ones too. Like they're right on my books list. There's another one here. The one I just made a movie out. Project Hail Mary. Dude, that was so good. Such a good book.
I haven't read that one yet. No.
That one I flew through. Like it's not a small book, but I couldn't put it down. I just kept. Actually, I'm gonna rescind my Children of Time, although that was awesome, but it was so much deeper than Project Hail Mary. Project Hail Mary was an awesome book, and it was like so much fun to read. So we'll go that.
Yeah, if you want a good book, it's for someone who's a child of the 80s, 90s. I'm gonna say Ready Player One. Steven Spielberg did. I think when Steven Spielberg did a movie, the movie was nowhere near as good as the book.
Yeah.
Really, really good book, Ready Player One. Also.
I wrote that down. There's a whole bunch. There's some Stephen King stuff that I've read over time. I forget. I don't remember all the Stephen King stuff I read. I'm sure some of them were sci-fi, but anyway.
Gunslinger, Stephen King is one of my favorites. Alternate reality type. Just Gunslinger is really good. Too many sequels, but the original books are really solid.
Dude, I and The Martian and all that stuff too. I love how that everybody here likes, like we know, reading. Favorite sci-fi book, The Martian. Yeah, I love that. Like when we're in a community, we're not just gonna sit here and spam out songs. I love these conversations.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we got to have more like theme based. We should probably have more theme based conversations in these. But we end up just having to play like 5 songs and then shut up. Let's go. I like this. Maybe we'll start. I've been looking for a solution to the problem of as we expand, and I don't want to. Have to cut people's songs off at 2 minutes, and I don't want to discourage people from submitting or showing up because I'm not playing songs. Maybe the solution is going to be spread the themes over 2 weeks every time. Maybe that is the solution.
If we're getting that many submissions.
Yeah.
I mean, I really want, I sometimes feel like when we're rushing through things that we're not fair to the people that put in the time and the work to create,
Yeah.
And then we, we rush through the videos. We don't give really solid feedback or anything like that. And like I said earlier, I like the pace of this show today. So
Yeah,
that's my 2 cents. Yeah.
Nemesis talking about Dune. Yeah, the Dune. That's
Dune.
up there too.
Yeah, great books, and the new Dune movies are really good. I mean, they're
You know what it sounded like you said? The nude Dune movies.
the
And
new
I thought,
Dune books. Oh, geez.
that's fine. Whatever. That's true. I'm sure that's a website, but yeah, that's fine. I'll go there.
Dune in the nude.
Hey, before I go and play, do you want to see what you look like in my as a preview? And that I'll show you. Hang on, bring it up here. I'll show you what you look like. Just stand by.
Okay.
Stand by. Just no, but talk a little bit. So
While
there's
you're
no
looking
dead
at
air.
while you're did, I'm going to talk about Nemesis. That's the banger video I've been looking for. Good job, Teamistry. Dude, you can do anything. You can do Matt in the hospital and shooting his appendix in his
Oh yeah,
face.
we haven't talked about the songs. That's right.
You can do anything. Yeah, and I don't want Matt's organ in my face. It's okay. Blacklight Hollow. You put a wolf in the video, and you're gonna get a thumbs up from me. I love the wolf ship. Nice visuals there. Somebody in the chat said that was like your first video. That was awesome. So you keep that up. Good stuff.
Well, yeah. Nemesis, like I just thought at the time, like rock just fit. Like I love easygoing space theme stuff that takes you to a place, but I always think of like with Shakespeare's idea of comic relief, that sometimes you need a break in something, and that rock
Absolutely
hit right then. It is like it right with like the sentient wheel gave us a Nemesis Tube song right when we needed one. I don't even know what the fuck to say. Ooh, sorry, I swore again about Chemistry. So this is the swearing episode, but like I don't even know what to say about Chemistry's one. Like I thought it was funny. Thought it was pretty funny. It was a topical. It's topical. I appreciate you thinking about it. It was so true. That's exactly what happened. Exactly like what happened.
Screenshot this. Hold on. It's just...
I'll send you the actual image. I'll send you the image. Blacklight Hollow, I thought, as I'm watching that, like Blacklight mentioned that it's the first time making a video. Like for the first time, like I wouldn't have thought that was your first video. I would have thought you'd been doing that for a while. Like there's some things that are indicating that like you like that we all do when we start was you have to use the same clip over and over again because it becomes exhausting to generate new clips and it becomes expensive. But there's certain things like you learn, like, okay, how do I use the video editor to zoom in on that exact same image or flip it or shake it to make it seem like sort of a new image? But I thought they were awesome. I thought it was an awesome thing. And I feel like that could be, that song in that video could very easily slot in to be used as a theme song for a kid's sci-fi movie or something like that. While I'm babbling on, this week I'm going to hold myself to task that I'm going to mid next week. I will have a schedule for like my 4:30 a.m. I don't know what the theme is, probably open or general or whatever. For people in Europe, because I notice people like saying it's 4 a.m. here, and I'm enjoying. I will at 4:30 at my a.m. my time, maybe next Tuesday or something in my time, so Monday for you, or whatever. It could be whatever. I don't know what day. Maybe I'll get up on the Sunday, so it'll be your Saturday. I want to have a European time slot, so I'll get up like really early, maybe next Saturday, which would be your Sunday, or next Sunday would be your Saturday. So you guys will a bit of time for you.
Yeah, definitely want to do something for the European time slot. Tim Peggs, we don't, he's over there. There's a bunch of people. X Blue.
Thank you, Sensu.
Yeah. So I'd love to do a European time slot.
Let's spend. It's been an extended talking session.
I love the chat. Come on.
I do, man. Like I love it. I don't like if we were just gonna be playing songs, I may as well just play songs. It's like, all right, here we go. Ooh, one of your favorites. This will be cut off though. It's an extended song.
with engine light. The sky was stitched with static white. The crowd looked up with polished eyes. They cheered the blade that cut the skies. They learned our pulse. They wore our skin. They called it love. They let us in. I ate the radio. I drank the blood below. All our bands hang bright like bones. Gone, gone, gone. I ate the radio. Hear that choir of stolen throats clap inside our metal tombs. Gone, gone, gone. The singer's mouth became a screen. Smile too wide, too cold, too clean. A drummer burst to silver rain. The crowd begged for that trick again. I saw my mother in the smoke. Her voice was cut in loops that broke. They sold her grief in premium streams. Remastered screams, remastered screams. They took our fear. They sold us grace. They gave us masks. We lost our face. Hey, I ate the radio. Hey, I drank the blood below. All our bands hang bright like bones. Gone, gone, gone. Hey, I ate the radio. Hear that choir of stolen throats. We clap inside our metal tubes. Gone, gone, gone. Beyond dead Pluto, tape still turned. Signal crackled, one crack note rose. It bled, it burned. A human voice, ragged, small, enough to make.
Liftoff will start in T-minus 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have ignition.
let's shake. 7, 6, 5. We're alive. 4, 3, 2, 1. Ignite. Riding the rocket straight through the stars. Fists on the throttle, tearing through Mars. Riding the rocket, nothing can stop. Once we lift off, we're never gonna drop. Flames in the black sky, we're out of control. You're my mission, you're my final goal. And when the fire burns out, we'll still collide. Because once you ride this rocket, you'll want another ride.
Department of Interstellar Affairs. Please hold while we redirect your application to the wrong quadrant.
Found my visa from Mars last Tuesday night. They sent it back saying my signature wasn't quite right. Wrong color ink, wrong phase of the moon. Now I'm stuck in orbit singing this bureaucratic tune. Red tape in the stars is wrapping me tight. One wrong box and they cancel my flight. Interstellar red tape. Red tape. Winding all around, can't get to the next planet cause the forms keep me down. Red tape. Red tape. Floating in the black, trying to colonize space, but they won't let me pack. Need approval from Sector 7, then Sector 9. Then the committee on why should humans even shine. They want my blood type, my star sign, my favorite meme, and a DNA sample from my great, great, great grand scheme. Red tape in the stars is thicker than sludge. One missing stamp and they hold my grudge. Interstellar red tape. Red tape. Winding all around, can't get to the next planet cause the forms keep me down. Red tape. Red tape. Choking out my dream, I'm just trying to escape, but they won't let me beam. Look, I got my shots for every alien disease. I even learned to breathe methane if you're pretty please. Just give me the stamp, one little stamp, before I lose my mind in this fluorescent space camp. Interstellar red tape. Interstellar red tape. Interstellar red tape. Red tape. I'm tearing it apart, dancing on the paperwork with a furious heart. Red tape. Red tape. Watch it float away. I'm blasting off to Mars anyway. Have a nice day. Application approved. Psych!
Shoot, we ended up hitting 3 faster than I thought. I wasn't prepared for that. Sorry, you don't get to listen to
I'm
the
still
song.
jamming.
You don't get to. So I've got to fix that up where you can hear the whole song. I'm sure I can do it through the software that I'm doing. I just haven't, because it doesn't impact me specifically. Then I haven't been driven to fix the problem. But now I feel like I should. You did a lot of work for me while I was away, and now I feel guilty.
No. I'm glad you're back. Man. Let's I just sort of jump in there real quick and say, Grok 4. That was unexpected.
Yeah.
I was expecting Grok to have a little more heavier something. That's some nice funk in there. Love that. Um, Fallen Angel, Dick Buds. That guy's just stellar. What can you say about Fallen Angel? Interesting too that Fallen Angel gave us a super sticker, and then his song gets picked on the wheel. I mean,
Yeah, no, it's like I don't do it. I swear.
how did that happen? And Mr. Den, you're new to me. I don't know you, but I love that song. That guitar had a real. If I have to go back a few years, a Joe Satriani kind of vibe. I'm thinking of Joe Satriani, Dream of the Blue Turtles, way back years ago, 80s. Great stuff. Again, and Dick Buttons. That was a great pull from the 80s too. The hairband. Um, Great stuff. Great stuff tonight.
That's actually one of my favorite segment. This one here, that first one. I do cut them short if they're going to go over 4 minutes 30 seconds, just because I want to get through them. I try to make that clear. And this time I sort of fade it out. Sometimes I forget to do that. But I'll mention it didn't have a video to it, but I asked Rick that I want to mention that it ended up being like one of my favorite songs. It started out with something I thought was going to be sci-chill, which is one of my favorite genres. Then it sort of ended up like a rock sci-chill. Then it ended up just being straight up rock, but the lyrics and everything worked really well. It doesn't have to have a video, man. It ended up being really good. Although I encourage people to make videos so I enjoy the visuals. But that was fantastic. But yeah, I did have to cut it short. I probably will play that one on a playlist afterwards. Well.
That's one that I'm gonna go look for. You know, I'm gonna go find that guy's channel. I'm gonna sub and I'm gonna listen to that video.
Yeah, that was awesome. So the Fallen Angel one, I would say that was my favorite Fallen Angel song / video that I've seen. I enjoyed that, and it goes back to what we were saying earlier. Dick Buttons is a busy dude and running. I'll just play a plug for for AIMS, for the AI Music Society.
Yeah,
the best AI music Facebook community. Totally positive, very moderated to keep the dickheads out. Very encouraging, and I guess some people find that to be to a fault that it's moderated, but I find just the opposite. Like we go through freedom of speech. I know when Dom was running that. Like he was telling me a lot about like people going like it's too Care Bear or whatever, but you can go out to join. I mean, people your community doesn't have to be the same as everybody's. That one, it's a good place, a good community. It's a good vibe. They don't tolerate assholes. Dick's running that, and he's still putting music together, and he's doing collabs. I don't know how he does it.
The guy's everywhere.
He's everywhere. He's everywhere. Yeah. There's so much that he has to make several personas just to be everywhere. But his collabs.
And then he throws us a sticker.
Yeah.
$2.
Yeah. No, I appreciate that too very much.
I mean, dude, seriously, the guy's great, and he likes to throw Dick Buttons into a lot of situations and pictures, and that's funny because every once in a while I'll make a Dick Buttons photo and send it over to him. So
well, Dick Buttons is a pop culture fanatic for our generations. Although you and Dick are just a little bit older than me, but I appreciate those references because like even the pop culture that I've enjoyed growing up is probably a little bit older than me too, like Led Zeppelin sort of stuff and Ziggy Stardust. Actually, I'm not a huge Ziggy Stardust fan, ironically enough for this.
No, I love Ziggy
for this one, but I don't mind it. Like as I'm getting older, I'm starting to appreciate it a little bit more. Grok Forge, dude, I love funk. But it's funny you're talking about bureaucracy right after me and Scott are talking about Douglas Adams. I thought it was funny as shit. Like the wheel knows, it does know. So throw this in here, whatever. I don't know if that was intentional or not, but I thought that was funny.
Yeah. the wheel knows. And,
the wheel does know all the time.
If anybody wants to see, I have pictures of Dick Buttons and Jeffrey Epstein, so I'm just holding on to those.
There's some, I don't know. Now we're going to be flagged. Thanks, Scott.
YouTube's going to take us down.
Although any mention of that seems to be the opposite of flagged. He's like, maybe we're going to end up starting another war because of the mention. Who knows?
Yeah.
You do a spin here. Present artist X.
Here we go.
Oh, God, I love this.
This is not what I thought it would be, not the view they'd say you should come and see anyway. So cold and dark in space, I can't even remember your face. You should come and be with me. Can you hear me? Can anyone hear me? Can anyone hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can anyone hear me?
Your walls are built so high, I can't reach through anymore. Every time I try to help, you slam another door. You're like it's fading, but you won't let me in. Won't let me in. Won't let me in. I'm breaking, watching you pretend that everything's okay again. You're like it's fading, but you won't let me in. Fonacemi zatoniosło moromu, mesto florivo che tofovo. Canli pisi se do moromu, i se fonigli chiamo alla boa. Fonacemi zatoniosło moromu, mesto florivo che tofovo. Canli pisi se do moromu, i se fonigli chiamo alla boa. Empty bottles like my dear, the path you left behind was fear. I call but you don't pick up, it's clear. Say you've had enough in here. My concern face, my dear, of leaving any trace in here of who you were before. It's clear when you could feel something more than fear. The distance grows each day between the truth and what you say. I'm watching helplessly as you drift away from me. I've seen the signs here and there, I read them too late. Love's on the line, here while you gamble with fate. I stay here reaching out when you faded to black, trying to pull you up close while you running right back. Can't let's moromu. Zamyftasi sospsila. Jakapi masz potede zachasi. Moromu. Mesti vloga. I se moreki. Makari na me sosis. Optibli.
Remember when the earth was sane and I got on my knees and begged you not to lose it 'cause I go berserk? Well, you turned into a shit show anyhow. And then the days got worse and worse, and now you see I've gone completely out of my mind. And they're coming to take me away. They're coming to abduct me away. To the mothership, where life is beautiful all the time. And I'll be happy to see those nice gray aliens with their big black eyes. And they're coming to take me away. You thought it was a joke, and so you laughed when I had said that politics and TikTok would make me flip my lid, right? You know you laughed, I heard you laugh, you laughed, and doom scrolled on. But now you know I'm utterly mad, and they're coming to take me away. They're coming to abduct me away. To the flying saucer with stars and nebulas and zero-G fun, and little green men who sit and beam and twiddle their thumbs and antennae, and they're coming to take me away.
Okay, your moment's over. That you don't get to listen to any more of that song. So I'll start off. Oh yeah, Present Artist X, dude. That was such a good song, man. Like, I was glad that I had the video too. It's like sometimes the video takes away. Occasionally, and that was such a good song that the video was at risk. If the video wasn't done well, to take away from the awesomeness of the song, but it didn't. It didn't even add. It made it what it was. It was so good, man. I will definitely be listening to that one at some point in the future, if not straight away after this, just to get that feeling. I occasionally get a bit emotional, like listening to people's music, and that one was definitely one of them. Freestyle music worldwide. Sorry, I had to cut your song short. I like the auto tune in that one. It added to the electronic vibe. I like that it was sort of like Pitbully that kind of came in too. I'll just talk the last one. Doctor No. If people don't know, like, because you're not hanging around in AI Music Society or in the Discord or whatever, probably one of the kindest and most giving people on earth, possibly in line for the World Congressional Universe Medal of Awesome, is Dr. No. And he's very helpful here, and he's helpful everywhere, and he gives his time. He's just a nice guy. So, something about his song too. But yeah, I just thought it was a funny song. It's really good. I mean, that's typical of him, just having fun with the music, which is what a lot of us do this for. So,
yeah.
And before I forget, before you go into yours, sorry, I'll just interrupt.
Right.
Sci-Fi TV show, need one. Not now. Later we'll discuss. So give it some thought.
Okay.
So TV show is that'll finish the trifecta.
Okay. TV show. Let me think on that for a minute.
Yeah.
There's so many good ones.
And I want that in the chat too. I'm very curious about the chat. Also, no one can freaking say Black Mirror because that's cheating. We can talk about concepts of Black Mirror, but you can't say Black Mirror because that's too much. That's not any one thing. So carry on, Scott.
Okay. So, Present Artist X, I just wrote in big letters, wow. There was such a vibe in that. Cinematic, I wrote a note, I said, hit all the marks. So, that was just, wow, a great song. Freestyle music worldwide, nice song, good, loved it. I don't know you well, but keep coming back here because I see good things. And Dr. No, what can you say? The guy, he's all over the Discord, admin in the Discord. He helps everybody, gives great advice. I know when I first started doing AI music, coming up on 2 years now, Dr. No was right there. Zanzibar was there. There's a lot of great, helpful people. And Dr. No he's always a solid guy. And someone that I love to make fun with every once in a while. We did a bunch of Dr. No video, or I did a Dr. No video a while back. Well,
there's a reason he's cameoed in a lot of people's stuff is because because everybody loves the guy.
Yeah, he's just everywhere. He's just everybody's good friend, and I can't say enough good things about Dr. No.
I love the variety that's coming here, and actually, Marwin brings up a thing. I could have avoided all the F-bombs. Her favorite show was Battlestar Galactica. I'm just going to reference the new one, even though I hated the new one. Hated it. I tried to get through that. I wanted so bad to get through that twice. I tried it like 20 years ago when it first came out. I made it about 50% further over the last year, and I just said to my wife, I can't do this anymore. But I could have said fracking. Instead of the other F-bomb, I should have said, and I should have said, because of Sci-Fi theme, fracking. Because that was that they said that. What the frack? I like the original Battlestar Galactica too, but
the original Battlestar Galactica, that was the one I grew up with. That's Starbuck and Apollo and all those guys, the Cylons. Star Trek was a classic growing up. It was one of my dad. Luckily enough, it was one of my dad's favorite shows. So we caught every Star Trek and every Star Trek
Well,
rerun.
this discussion for after. We'll discuss after.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's my fault. I'll take full responsibility for that.
I'm still going on TV. But you don't know all the songs. You got Present Artist X, freestyle music.
No, we did it all. We did all those. We're
yeah.
But I'll just go and I'll do the spin anyway. I always say anyway. We'll put that on a shirt.
Anyway.
Looks like I bet you're gonna pop up again. Twice you popped up. I had to SHS Slayer. Here we go.
Okay.
where time forgets the names of kings. A blue box hums in the dark between worlds, and the oldest song in heaven begins. He came with thunder hidden in his hands, a runaway heart from a dying throne. He stole a road made out of yesterday and made the endless night his home. He walks through empires built on sharpened bones, through burning skies and broken suns. He speaks one word and tyrants learn to shake. He smiles and somehow war comes undone. Doctor Who, Doctor Who, oh, the TARDIS, Doctor Who. The man who runs where no gods go, the one the falling stars all know. Doctor Who, Doctor Who, Doctor Who. Run, Doctor, run, run. He wore 100 faces in the fire, 100 names the dark couldn't keep. He held the fall of worlds behind his eyes and buried galaxies in sleep. The bronze of ruined armies knew his steps. The void itself recalled his voice. He stood before the end of everything and still made mercy sound like choice. When the stars cry out, when the children hide, when the clocks go blind, he arrived. Doctor Who, Doctor Who, oh, the TARDIS, Doctor Who. Hear the engines sing through the ancient blue, a mad old ghost in a box that flew. Doctor Who, Doctor Who, Doctor Who. Through the wrath of time and the hollow truth, hope has two hearts and it runs to you. Doctor Who, Doctor Who, Doctor Who. Run, Doctor, run. The wheezing door, the turning key, 1,000
charts past the last relay. Just steel and signal, dragging my name through the black. Then the stars bent, not gone, bent. My screen's filled up with dying math. Distances broke and the cabin shook. The hull sang low, a broken drone. A pressure rose without a sound. I checked my course, it turned to static. I checked my hands, they started shaking. I held the yoke like bone could bargain, like flesh could argue with what had chosen me. I am caught, not by fire, not by teeth, by certainty. No alarm was made for this, no prayer can name it. The stars stretch thin, like cracks in glass, and I am pulled past where direction lasts. Thrusters, they answered bright. A small false wound against a deeper law. The ship convulsed, panels spat light. The cabin stank of heat and wire. I sent a message, it came back warped. My own voice hit me with the meaning gone. The window turned, the constellations twisted into signs I could not read. I am still here. That is the terror, not death, but staying. I am caught, not by hatred, not by rage, by mass made final. No mouth spoke, no hand reached down, only the pull, only the fact. The stars stretch thin, then come apart, and I am dragged on the map of thought. My hands are here, the controls are theater. My charts are lies, my numbers bleed. This is not dark, dark leaves distance. This is the end of between. I cannot call it, it does not answer. I cannot fight it, it does not care. Something in me has stopped resisting. Something in me has started to know. Record this. If anything lives, I saw the void take shape without form. I saw the future crash into now. I saw my fear turn clean. No mercy here, no malice either. Only a law so old, it does not notice breath. I am caught, and I remain in the grip of the unreturning. No beacon shines, no path survives. Only the draw, only the hold. The stars stretch thin, then disappear, and I go with awake, aware, still here.
Okay, here we are. So yeah, sorry, there's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 songs we don't play this week. just because I have a meeting that I have to go to in 10 minutes, and it's imperative for the channel that I do. And also, there's like 3.5 hours.
You're cutting it close.
Yeah, it's cutting it close. But also like I am gonna wedge a European thing. I know I've been saying for like a month and a half that I would, but as soon as I finish that meeting, I'm gonna schedule. I'll do a dodgy thumbnail. I'll schedule it up. It'll probably be 4:30 in the morning my time to make sure that you guys in Europe can do it. Scott, you're welcome to be part of that. Otherwise, I can find someone with a cool accent other than our one. If that's
I'd love to be there, Mike. If I do an accent.
I've been here for 26 years and I cannot do an Australian accent. I can do Australian words that you've probably never heard of, but I can. I can't do the accent.
Get British accent going.
I can say no, Dr. Noy, Dr. Noy.
Noy.
So we'll wrap this up. I've got two picks that I want to highlight. Sorry, Midnight Mike. I think I did a search. I think he might be gone. But anyway, there's two picks that I have, but I'll let you do yours. I'm going to submit my Sci-Fi song. It's all done. The video's done. I haven't uploaded it. I'm going to premiere it on the Fresh Friday Festival, which is on your Friday, the Fresh Friday Festival. Like all those guys do it. Phoenix hosts that one. Professor Jacket is a big part of that. There's a whole bunch of people that do that Fresh Friday Festival. So I'm going to premiere it then, and I'll show it again on the live. So
yeah. And also don't forget the encore, the Fresh Friday encore that you guys do too.
That's right. And then we review them on the Wednesday, me, Tuesday, you. And we talk about what we did on the Friday, which I'm not really involved in the Friday one, but I watch all the videos. So what are your picks? What's your pick?
I just want to go through those last three songs: She Slayer, Zanzibar, Tech Cowgirl. I can't believe I can't believe Zanzibar, or who is it? She Slayer's never seen a Doctor Who. Anyway, all that was a good way to close out the show. So those are, and Tech Cowgirl, I love that cello in that, and the vocals. If I had to pick, there's two. Present Artist X, and who was the other one? Was new person Funk.
Just my two. I'll tell you what. Those are my two favorite picks. I have them written down here: Present Artist X and Funky. So you pick one, and I'll take the other.
I'm gonna go Present Artist. Well, no, I'm gonna go Funky. I like.
Okay, I like the Funky too. Totally different things too. But I'll talk about the three. The SHS Slayer video was incredible. Like it just imagination sparking. Zanzibar. I want to say something good about Zanzibar and the stuff that I've seen Zanzibar come out of recently, and it was feedback that's similar to what I gave in the FFE review I did on Wednesday. If you weren't there for that, Zanzibar has always been very hardworking. What I've thought and it wasn't I guess until a couple months ago I thought like Zanzibar tries too hard on the technical aspect to try to technical part of songs and technical parts of videos, and I thought there was something missing in the something sacrificed slightly in the song part, and I thought the technical part was there, wasn't trying to be too technical, so the visuals weren't distracting because they weren't trying to just be like let me show you what I can do, and I think the song basically came out because of that too. So the technical was there, but without trying too hard. I think the song sort of came through as well. Tech Cowgirl, sorry again to cut your song short. I love the Event Horizon idea, the concept, and it's so good for doing the concept of a song too. I thought it was great. So what did you picked? Funky.
Yep.
Yeah. Then I'll go Present Artist X. It's funny that we both picked the same ones. It just shows the raw talent in both of those songs. So Present Artist X and Funky. If you can get me your address somehow. I guess maybe email matt@aidiy.tech. Also, there's a lot of people that do reach outs on that email. I don't do reach outs on that email, so I end up missing a lot of those reach outs because people just sort of guess that's what my email address is but I don't normally monitor that one. It's a shared mailbox. It actually is just what my forms go to. But in this case, I will. So if you can get me your details on that, I'll do that. So cool. Dude, what do we want to finish on? Again, I want to thank everybody who was happy and pushed this out an extra week because of my my organs go into space.
Your organs in space. Hey, pick one of those songs we played, and let's play it out again.
We'll play out with one of the songs. Okay, cool. I'll bring that up. That's not a bad idea. I'll play mine. I'll play the one I chose. Present Artist X. Is that?
There you go.
Okay, I'll go Present
Fire
Artist
up.
X, and we'll play out with Present Artist X.
And see you next week, everybody.
I hate trying to find. Oh, there we go. Present Artist X. Play. No, that's not Present Artist X. Oh my God, technology. Present. Okay, I'll just manually look. Here we go. Play. All right, cool. Playing out.
This is not what I thought it would be, not the view they'd say you should come and see anyway. So cold and dark in space, I can't even remember your face. You should come and be with me. Can you hear me? Can anyone hear me? Can anyone hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can anyone hear me? And if I think of home, I can feel it. I am made of stars, and the stars are made of me. And the beauty of it all, the clarity. You should come and see and live forever, watching over you, the fusion of time and the beauty of it all from Proxima B. Can you hear me? Can anyone hear me? Doesn't matter.